I am already so confused by this collection and I haven't even started the video yet. I just did some like close-ups and swatches and I definitely already have some things to say. So this video is gonna be about the new Spring Awakening collection by Catrice. I bought basically all the items except for one of the lip products because it was just not my shade. You told me you were pretty interested in the primer and I thought, okay, let's just throw in the highlighter as well and just try most of the products. So let's get into it. Okay, so this collection I feel like has great packaging. The whole aesthetic of the collection is really, really beautiful. But let's just start out with the thing that is really like confusing me so much. I spent 15 minutes trying to get this product to close again after I did my close-up. It is so weird. So what I'm talking about is the Catrice Spring Awakening Peptide Lip Mask C01. This product actually has a really cute packaging. I think the packaging is just absolutely amazing. It doesn't really seem like a sticker. It seems to be a little bit raised. I do really like the packaging, the pink color. I love pink. But then when I actually opened it, you kind of have to turn the product, like you can turn, like you're turning it up. It took quite some time. You have to turn up the product, and then in the end, at the top, you have this little hole where the lip mask comes out. So it took me some time. The lip mask came out. I put a little bit on my lips to already try it out. I will put on a little bit more now. Like you turn it up, and then a little bit comes out. Is it already broken? Like even more broken than I think it is. At this point, I think I just broke the whole product. So what I was gonna say is that you turn up this product and then a little bit comes out at the top, but it took a real long time to turn up. Then in the end, I could apply a little bit, and it's actually quite a nice lip balm. I do quite like it. It's kind of like in between a lip balm and a gloss. It's a little bit like, yeah, glossy. Feels quite nice. It has a little bit of a like fruity scent, which I quite enjoy. But now you can kind of see here, I don't know if you would be able to see it. You can kind of see underneath here, all the product is kind of coming out at the bottom here. And it's getting weirder and weirder because this was not what it looked like the last time I tried to use it. And then the problem initially was that I could not get this cap back on. I couldn't turn it, I couldn't press it, and more lip balm was just pulling out from the underneath, and now it just looks like it's broken. Like, what is even going on here? Like, I can get some product out from the top, but here we see these ridges, and it didn't look like that before. I feel like something is really going wrong with this. I cannot tell you what is going on here. Did I get a faulty packaging, or are all the packagings like this? I'm kind of sad about it because it's such a beautiful looking product and I do really like the feel of it on the lips and I do like the scent. And I can just like this doesn't go down. Like this is as far as it goes. I cannot close it, and now it just looks like it's broken. Like, what is going on here? How can I fix this? Like, if you got this product, let me know if this happened to you too, because this doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like. And I cannot do anything to make it go back down, and now it's just kind of like, I don't know, it seems to be broken. So I'm guessing I kind of have to give up on this product, which I'm pretty sad about. So that's also why I tried to fix this for like 15-20 minutes. And now we are here and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. So that's a lip mask. I cannot tell you if I got a faulty one. I hope you have some information for me in the comments. Okay, now the next product that I'm gonna try with you today is the Air Fluff Primer. So this is a Spring Awakening Air Fluff Primer with almond oil, and it just says that. There isn't much more information here. It does have a little bit of fragrance in this. If you follow me, then you know that I'm allergic to fragrance, so I won't be able to use this on a daily basis. I could maybe use this once a week and get away with that. It's also a little bit tricky, but usually when it's not my actual skincare, I can get away with a little bit of like perfume on my skin. But this is a primer with a pump, and when you pump it on your hand or when you pump it out, it's kind of like this moussey consistency. Then as you kind of like rub it in, it becomes emollient and it starts feeling a little bit like hydrating serum-like, but not super thin, like a hydrating thicker serum-like consistency. It actually felt quite nice. I do enjoy the scent of this, but I'd much rather, of course, have no scent in my products, because then I can just use them whenever, wherever, how much I like to use them if I really enjoy it. Once again, the packaging of this is really, really cute. Okay, zoomed you in a little bit. My skin is a little bit irritated, and I think I know what I did, so I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this primer. I'm just gonna take just one pump because I did feel like it was really emollient when I swatched it. Or swatched it? Can you really swatch a primer when I just pumped a little bit on my hand? Yeah, I think this is good for like about 2/3 of my face. I'm gonna take a little bit more and put this on my forehead. It feels quite nice. It feels quite hydrating. On my hand, I felt like it didn't like dry down very quickly, but as you kind of like rub it in, it dries down a little bit more. It feels hydrating. It looks slightly glowy. Gonna see if it's gonna turn out a little sticky. I think it's gonna be a little bit tacky. I don't know, feels quite good. I'm gonna let that sit for a second. Okay, I feel like this has sunken in. It's definitely a little bit tacky, which is good because then your like skin tint, foundation, whatever you want to put on top is gonna stick to it. Okay, I'm just gonna go off camera and do a little bit of a base routine, and then we can continue with the other products. Okay, the makeup went on pretty nicely. I think it stuck to the primer pretty well. I do feel like I feel a little bit of irritation because of the perfume. So yeah, it's definitely noticeable for me in this product. It doesn't always happen. I do have some perfume products that I can use without really feeling irritation right away, but that maybe would irritate my skin after using it a couple of days in a row. Okay, so the next product that I have here to try is the Cheek Awakener. And I said in my Bio Skip video that I wasn't sure what that meant. What is a Cheek Awakener? There was no information in the PR email. I didn't understand, so I bought it, and now I'm seeing it's a color changing cheek stick. It stains the skin, and I have been telling you that I don't want to buy any more pH reacting products, but they got me there. They got me here. They lured me in and I bought it. It does look really beautiful. The packaging of this is absolutely stunning. When you open it up, the product actually looks like this see-through jelly glittery stick. And as you apply it, it starts changing color. You cannot turn it further back down than what you're seeing once you open it, which I don't like because you can really easily nick the product with the cap. It's not my favorite. I don't know why they are doing that because there are so many stick packagings that just turn all the way back down. Like, there's no point to this. The thing for me that I find difficult with these pH reacting cheek sticks is that when you're applying it, while you're applying it, you don't really see just yet how your cheeks are gonna look. It's kind of like a surprise, and I want to have a little bit more control than that over my cheeks. But we're gonna try it now. I bought it. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna tell you how it feels. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit. I haven't applied any bronzer just yet because I really want to see what this does on its own. So I'm just gonna like apply a little bit and see how I feel. Blending it a little bit with my finger. Like, it could still be cute, but I want control. Okay, maybe I want to blend with something else. What will I blend with? Quickly. Okay, I'm grabbing this stippling brush. Do I have the ability to blend this? Or is it gonna get stuck? I do feel like it's blending. It's pretty subtle. And I do feel like it's making my cheeks look a little bit less perfected, which is usually also my gripe with cheek staining type products. They're always gonna have kind of like this sheerer effect, which is not gonna make your skin look really perfected, I feel. Yeah, I think this is a pretty cute product, but I don't know. I think what is like most fun about this product is just the packaging and the way it looks in the packaging. This is just like a cheek stain that we've seen before. I don't really see any shimmer in it, which is kind of strange because it does look shimmery in the packaging. It looks kind of cute. It has a slight glow to it, but I don't think it's gonna be my favorite just because I do like it when there's truly like pigment in the product and it's not just like that staining effect. And yeah, it's kind of subtle. Like you can build it up, but there's something quite subtle about it. It does feel kind of creamy. I do think when it comes to these cheek stain kind of product, this is probably gonna be my favorite one of the ones that I've tried. I could maybe get into it, but yeah, it's definitely a cheek stain. Like it does look quite fresh. I think a lot of people could like this. Like it's pretty cute. It's definitely pretty cute. Then next up in the range, we have the loose highlighter powder. I was a little bit unsure if I wanted to pick this up, but in the description it said that you can also use this all over the face. I thought maybe then it's a little bit more of a like subtle, smaller shimmer particle, but when I swatched it, I did see that it is a very shimmery champagne loose powder. It is very shimmery, so I don't really know if I'm gonna enjoy that. And now I'm throwing shimmer all over my table, so I don't know how to feel about this packaging. Like the way I opened this, I don't feel like it's really easy to close it back again in that way. Like we have this sponge and you pull it out as you are like opening it up. You take out the plastic, but then you have this huge sponge that you have to get back in there in some way, I guess. Like I close it back again by just putting the sponge on top and then closing it, but then I just opened it and I pulled the sponge up right away, and then it's like open and flying everywhere. So I have some issues with the packaging in this collection. Like there is shimmer all over my desk right now. I don't think it's gonna be worth it. Who designed this packaging? Like who designed the packagings of this collection, and did they think it through? Like did they truly try to use these products themselves? Because this is not practical. Why do I have this huge sponge that is supposed to somehow close this product, and then when you take up the sponge you just have this like container, huge hole in a container? I don't know, I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Like I am so confused. I think I'm just gonna take a little bit of this on a brush and try to use this as a highlighter. I kind of don't want to deal with this sponge. I kind of don't want to do it. So I'm going to take a little bit on the highlighter brush and just stamping that on top of the blush. That is pretty cute. It's a little bit of a deeper champagne shade, but it does look quite nice. Like it's shimmery, but I don't feel like it looks chunky, but it's definitely quite golden. And I'm just taking it from the sponge now. Like this is how I'm applying it. I don't like this packaging. Maybe I'm not understanding it. Let me know if you know how I'm supposed to use and deal with these packagings. Like it's a pretty cute highlighter. Is it gonna be my favorite? Probably not, because I do think this packaging is gonna stop me from actually using it. But once it's on, it looks good. I think I'm just gonna try and close it back again like this and hope that's gonna be enough. And next time I'm gonna be more careful opening that up. Okay, and then we have 3 lip products in this collection, or like 3 colorways in these clicky stick pens. I bought 2 of the colors. I have here the Catrice Spring Awakening Lip Perfector in shade CO3 Peachspiration, and this is a plumping lipstick. It says do not apply on irritated or sensitive lips, so we're gonna see how plumping that actually is gonna be. And then I also have here CO2 Dose of Confidence, and this is a bit of a brighter pink shade. They both have a little bit of a shimmer in them. I feel like the peach one is going to be the most shimmery. It's more of a clear base that shifts to a shimmery peach, which looks pretty interesting. I'm just going to take off this lip balm. I kind of feel as if the blush is disappearing from my face. Like it almost looks now as if I'm not wearing any blush, and I feel like I build it up quite a bit. Like it's kind of like almost disappearing. Like where is it all going? Okay, let's start out with Peachspiration. I think this is gonna be pretty subtle. Like it has a nice shimmer to it, but it doesn't really have color to it in the base. I do feel a mintiness. I do feel something happening. The color of this looks pretty cute. Do feel something. Does it say the ingredients on here? It doesn't say. It looks cute. I don't feel like it's painfully burning right now. It feels nice. It's not gloopy, it's not sticky, it feels hydrating, it looks cute. I think this is a pretty nice lip product, unless it has kind of like a delayed crazy burning sensation on the lips, but right now I'm just feeling maybe a little hint of mintiness. And then we have Dose of Confidence. I feel something on my lips, like something is going on. I do like this formula way better than the shimmery formula that they have in their regular line now. That one I didn't like at all. This is nice. It feels kind of like jelly, glossy, not gloopy. I like the pink tint of this. This one I'm gonna leave on and we're gonna see if there's gonna be like a really burning sensation. Okay, I put on some eyeshadow. This is gonna be the finished look for this video. I do think I'm gonna tweak it a little bit for my new makeup releases that I'm gonna film after this, because I'm not entirely happy with what is going on here. So let's talk about these products. First up, the primer. I think it's pretty okay. Did it really change a lot for me so far? I don't think so, but it could be that I noticed something more, something else after using it a little bit more, trying it a little bit more. But so far I'm not like run out and buy this. The lip mask, I just don't know what is going on here. I am very confused. I wouldn't recommend it unless everybody in the comments says, well, it's only yours, I don't have this issue. Then like the formula is quite nice and it's quite hydrating, and the scent and packaging, if the packaging isn't broken, is quite cute. Then we have the highlighter. I think it looks quite nice actually on the cheekbones. It is shimmery, but it isn't very chunky. I do feel like it's a little dark on me. It's a little bit of a darker champagne. I feel like the packaging is just unnecessarily like bulky and complicated and confusing. Like, I don't understand what's going on here. I feel like I need like a 5-step how to use guide to be able to use this product, and I don't feel like makeup packaging should ever be that complicated. Like, it's all flying around everywhere. The sponge is really big. I don't really understand how you expect me to close it. Like, am I doing it right like this? I don't know. I wouldn't use this over my whole face because it's very, very shimmery. So I don't really understand that suggestion, maybe for a festival. Then we have the lip products. I do have to say my lips are feeling a little dry right now. I don't feel like they're super like burning or making my lips feel very sensitive, but I also don't really have very sensitive lips. So it could be that if you try it, you feel a little bit more of that painful burning sensation. Like, I like the look of these on the lips. I think it's a pretty cute product, but if it doesn't feel hydrating, then I'd rather use other products in the similar style packaging that are more hydrating. So I don't know if I'm really gonna be reaching for these if my lips feel this dry. Like, they do look quite cute. Overall, I gotta say, I am a little disappointed with this collection. I feel like they did a great job on the look of the packaging, but not a great job on the usability. And I don't know, I'm not really feeling it. I just feel like the blush is not looking very like pigmented or smooth. Like, I feel like there's something lacking on my face. It could be that this works for you if you like that same type of blush. I'm sure a lot of people are going to use this, but I don't really understand why they didn't just say that it's a pH reacting product. Like, are you trying to lure me in? Are you trying to make me buy something that I wouldn't have otherwise bought? Because that is what is happening here. That's what happened here. So yeah, I am not very excited about this collection. I am mainly very confused, and I don't know if there's anything here where I would say, okay, that is something that you might want to consider picking up. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like, this video, it wasn't a huge success to me. All right, that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.